Hey guys, y'all remember the metal ribbon that I showed you I got at Hobby Lobby on clearance? And I said I had an idea for them that were coming up. Here we go. I've shown you some time ago my paper book corner, faux book corners that you could color and make them look metal. Now this is metal ribbon, and I'm going to show you what to do with it. I want to show you what I did with it. These are just some old tags and stuff that I had. But look at this. You're just using a small piece. Oops, sorry. Small piece, and the back side connects. And so that's what it would look like on both sides of that one, if that type of technique would use. And it is solid on there. You know, I could, this and that, I would suggest putting some little glue. This one, make it a little bit bigger. What does it look on the back side? Same thing, folded over and connected. There's that one. This one, book corner. I trimmed it up so this part would look like that. And when I turn it over, it looks like that. It's folded over and mat. This one is just a piece, and I've glued it down. But this one is made not to show on the other side, but I put it down, and then I had a little piece that I turned over. But it's glued down. And then, of course, you would have something else on the back side of your book corner, but it's good and solid. This one is strictly just a piece cut. There's nothing on the back, and glued down. And it's just glued down with regular old, my faux art glitter glue that I make. The regular old glue I make. Nothing special to hold metal. And it's on there, and I've had it there for several days. So I know that it would hold on a journal. Of course, you can use your specialty glue, but I want you to listen. I mean, these are good and tight. So if you're protecting corners and you want something that's cheap, how much cheaper can you get? I mean, regular price, they were $6.99 regular price. I got them for $1.74. This one, this particular one. The other one was less. But look how many you can make of that. You can't beat that. So this is one of my faux book corner ideas. First one was the paper one. Here's the piece that I've got. And what you would do is you would get it made, slide it onto your book. Now you could put glue and everything on there too to hold it. That's up to you. And I forgot to get out my pliers. And then when you get it on what you're doing, you just take it and it's metal. I mean, you just press it down just like you would the ones you buy that are book corners that aren't that cheap. And see, it's on there. Okay? And there's your book corner. I'm sort of going to show you how I would do it. Here is a tag base, pretend it's a book. You can do it in two different ways. You decide how far you want it to come in on your book corner. And then you would take it and fold it over. If you want it full size, you'd be pulling it in like that to the corner, and it would be in like that far. And then you would bend these back to where you need them. Okay. If you want it shorter, you put it on there, and then you know where to cut. And I would cut this strip off right here to make it thinner if I don't want that big of a corner. But this is one way of doing it. You just take it, and of course, if you're a person that has a hard time figuring things out like this, just glue it on there. Just glue it on there. And then turn it over and cut these off. And it will be solid. You know, you could take it and turn it right on there. This is, like I said, one way to do it. And you're making that permanent like that. I prefer not to do this way and make it permanent to start with, because I like to have, and I have arthritic hands. So if I'm able to bend this, most people will be able to. I didn't measure that exactly right, so they didn't match up perfectly. But nothing ever works out perfectly on camera, right? But anyway, that's how you would do it if you're putting it that way. You can see where I got it off just a little. That's okay. If I was doing this not on camera, it'd be a lot easier. Okay? And here's the beauty. You don't like it, Look. Look. Oh, look. I can start over. Okay? I personally prefer... Where's it at? I personally prefer this one that doesn't have a back, where I literally will line it up where I want it, glue it down, and then come back and just snip that off. And then I can do a backing of what I want on the back. This could go on cards, it could go on your book covers, whatever. This is the one, the bigger one. This is the one I did with that. And as you can see, you can lay that on there where I cut it. I wanted that cut off, so I cut that part off. I forgot to cut that little knob off there, so pretend it's not there. But I cut it off so that it would look like that. And that's the reason why I did it that way. Or I could leave it solid like that and bend it back, whichever way that you prefer. But that's how you do those book corners. You just literally pick you a piece that you want. What do you want it to look like on the front? I can't get that lined up on the camera. I know it's not lined up and you're all screaming at me. But then I can take that. If you can't bend with your hands, you just take your pliers and bend it back that way. Saw how I did that? And I bend it back. Now, obviously, I would be cutting this off. I wouldn't want this part on this one. I'd be cutting that off to put it on there. And then I could take my pliers on this side. You just take it like that. And that's how you bend it back on the front. And those pieces that are like that, you just take your pliers and press it down and bend them. So if you don't want to bend it with your hand, use your pliers to bend it. It will do it, okay? And these are my old pliers. I don't even know where my good jewelry stuff is. I put it away and don't know. But anyway, so you can use this metal ribbon to make metal book corners. Faux book corners. I guess technically they're metal. They're not faux book corners, are they? But there's my idea for the metal ribbon. You take your time. They will look good on your books. But there's my hint.